We had been playing for 5 minutes. We had no command posts, no control points or whatever they're called, and basically it's a perfect match for the enemy. What they did was, as you can see, they ignored any of their close by command posts, pushed all of the all the ones closest to us, which then creates a perimeter. We can't do anything but spawn at our base. Um, there's no way we're going to recover in 3 minutes, in 2 minutes from this match. It's out there. And now they've got command posts lined up to do aerial bombardments. Look at that. I am so one shot, and there we go. So the only thing that I'm going to do right now is that there's a couple of suits on the enemy side that I have no idea what they are. I know that Hayako Shiki Kai is a good fighter because I own one, and it is a fantastic fighter. So I'm just going to keep spawning my pilot and get close to one of the bad guy suits that I want to find out what they are, because there's no way for you to know what they're piloting. You don't even get to see what their kit is. You get no intelligence. It is a closed system game where you do not even know what your opponents are playing outside of what class of suit they're playing. Could it be? I want to know who this guy is, because this thing wrecked the fuck out of me. It looks like a GPO1. It's unlikely though. He's too busy working with the suits. He's not going to even notice me until I shoot him. There we go. I know. I mean, I'm losing the match, so I might as well get some intelligence. Oh, it's a GPO3 statement. Okay, all right. That makes sense. That's why it felt familiar. Okay, here we go. So yeah, when you're in a match like this, when you're just the minnow pond being faced up against all the Krakens, you definitely want to try and make some use out of it. And the best way to do that is just to see what your enemies are fighting with. I can see a Gelgoog. I think that's what this is up here. He's going to die before I get a chance to get him to trample me. I was going to like laugh my ass off if my fucking rocket actually landed and killed him. That would have just been the fucking hilarity. Now he's going to go back up onto the top. He's running a sniper rifle. I can't get up there. My character doesn't have enough thruster. You know what? It might actually be kind of funny. But let's see. Oh my god, I can do it! I think I can do it! I think I can do it! Ah, come on! Come on! Oh no! Can I get a fucking pilot? Come on! Before somebody else takes him out! Come on! Commit! Yes! Holy shit! Oh! I got one mobile suit. Okay. Wow, that's just sad. I'm not going to praise anybody for this. I got one kill. I lost my suit 3 times. I got 0 persist points. That was just horrible. That was horrible. And again, why do I keep playing? Well, because I like the power fantasy of getting inside the gunpla that I build. And honestly, some of the gunpla that I've played in this game, I have built, and I'm going to customize to look like the ones in the game, like this Alex here. I really like the Alex. The Alex was actually one of the first gunpla that I purchased and built specifically to be a display model. I painted it. I did everything, dude. I closed up all the seam gaps. I drilled out the barrel a little bit more because they're already highly detailed anyway. It was a master grade kit. I painted all of the endo frame. I painted everything. There was a piece on that model that wasn't custom painted, and I used GW paints. I didn't use Tamiya paints because I was at the time still trying to wrap my head around the process, not realizing that they were lacquer-based paints, but water soluble, water soluble lacquer-based paints, uh, which means that if I painted over them with lacquer-based paints, that it would reactivate, which it did. And I to this day, I still don't really understand why that happens. Not realizing that Tamiya model colors were, unless you're brushing on like just like spot colors, um, airbrushing massive areas was what you really should be doing with Gunpla. So I went with a super matte finish using GW model paints, and I had that kit for a couple of months, and then I got tired of looking at it, and I wanted to see if anybody would buy it, and so I charged 3 times the price of what I paid for it, which I think brought it to like, I think it was like I want to say it was a 25, maybe $30 kit, because I paid it, so I got it like $120 for it, and it was really cool. It was one of the first full build model kits, built like it was supposed to be, with very little customization, very little modification to it. Um, and yeah, it was very satisfying to see the look on that person's face who bought it, and then that person, of course, later, months and years later, would bring me stuff to build and paint in that style because they really like that style. They like that look. The super flat look on Gunpla was not a big thing at the time, so now it's actually anybody's anybody's game for the most part. Anything goes. Um, and I really want to try my hand at one of the cell shading techniques to get the kid to look like an actual animated model, an animated figure in the actual cartoon, the anime. Most likely, I will start with the RX-78 because I have the most reference material for that and the most familiarity with the kit build, so I can do all the setup. And that's the big thing about Gunpla, is that if you're planning to do any kind of like customizing, I know a lot of people like to do the full build first to get their inspiration or to just get the pieces test fit, and they'll clip the sockets for the press fit parts so they can be pulled apart again. What I like to do is, when I start building a kit, if I know I'm going to be painting it or customizing it or kit bashing it, um, I'm going to, I want to do all those steps as I'm building because it's easier for me to do it while I'm building it than to put it all together and then have to pull it all apart. It doesn't make sense for me to do that. But but yeah, so I'll probably grab an RX-78 that I have. I have like about a dozen of those HG kits that I bought when they were on sale for like $6, I think. Um, $5 or $6 here, US. It was a few years back. Uh, Bandai does it every now and then when they do a Gundam Base Expo, kind of event. They'll release the RX-78 and a couple others like the Zaku and the Char Zaku for really super cheap. So uh, yeah, good fun. Anyway, that's it. Just a second drop. Basically, wanted to illustrate to you what can you do when you're in a pillow biter of a match. Get some intel. Find out what's annihilating you. Take a look and really analyze how you guys lost the battle. That's the best thing you can do. Anyway, big hugs. Thanks for stopping by. Go have fun.